For the past 2 days, Thursday and Friday, we took the position of a child asking, "Mommy, what makes this afternoon so special? What makes this evening so special?" Tonight, the child asks the mother, "Mommy, kailan tayo uuwi? Bakit ang haba-haba? Bakit madilim? Misa ba to?" It is Mass. It is dark. It is long. Because it is extraordinary. Because tonight, we celebrate the greatest miracle humanity has ever seen. The resurrection of Jesus is the miracle of all miracles. What is a miracle? It is a human event without a human explanation. What is a miracle? It is something that happens to humanity that science, that math, that psychology, that sociology cannot explain. And that is the miracle tonight. That is why this night is special. Because this night celebrates the miracle that has never been repeated since it happened. Lazarus was raised from the dead. The son of the widow of Naim was raised from the dead. Jesus was also raised from the dead. They belong to the same category of miracles, rising from the dead. But the rising of Jesus from the dead is different. Because after Lazarus rose from the dead, he died. After the son of the widow of Naim was resurrected, he died. But after Jesus was resurrected, He continues to live until now, and He has never died since then. If Lazarus were alive, he would be 2,000 years old. But Jesus is alive, and His age is forever. The resurrection of Jesus is the greatest miracle that humanity has ever seen. Such that after the miracle of the resurrection, even the reckoning of the calendar was changed. Such that after the resurrection of the Lord, we started to count the years in the year of the Lord. How did it happen? What does this miracle teach us? First, this miracle teaches us that the remedy to death is love. The remedy to death is not the hospital. The antidote to death is not stem cell. The antidote to death is to love. Because there are many people who are still breathing but have died because they have stopped loving. And even if people stop breathing, but they continue loving beyond death, they will live forever. Today, we celebrate that great love of the Lord. At Calvary yesterday, not a word of resentment, not a word of revenge, not a word of anger, but only love. Love for the Father and love for humanity. To be able to say, "Father, forgive them, they do not know what they are doing." And to the Father not to complain, but to say, "Into your hands I entrust my spirit." The cry, my God, why have you forsaken me?" was not a cry of lament. It was a cry of trust. Death is overcome by love. The second reason why the resurrection is the greatest miracle humanity has ever experienced is this. How does God punish sin? God's punishment for sin is mercy. Please repeat that in your heart. God's answer to sin is not revenge, is not rebuke, it is mercy. And people who choose mercy will live forever. Some mystics say many people do not go to heaven even if they did not violate any of the 10 Commandments. Many people fail to go to heaven because they did not forgive enough. They did not forgive fast. And they did not forgive fully. You want to enter heaven? Choose mercy. There are no merciful people in hell. Heaven is the destiny of the merciful. And God lives forever because when we sinned against Him, He answered back and said, mercy. He did not give us a sentence. He did not give us a judgment. He did not send us to jail. He did not handcuff us. When we sinned against God, God said, mercy. And that mercy is what Easter is all about. The antidote to death is love. And the answer to sin is mercy. And how did the resurrection come about? In the letter of St. Paul to the Philippians, he said, Christ did not deem equality with God something to be grasped at. Rather, He emptied Himself and took the form of a slave. And in the words of the prophet Isaiah, He did not look like a man, He looked like a worm. How do you describe that? That is humility. For somebody who chooses to be emptied of himself, for somebody who chooses humility instead of arrogance, there will always be a miracle of new life. There will be no miracle for the dead who refuse to love. There will be no miracle for the offended who refuse mercy. And there will be no miracle of new life for people who assume pride and arrogance, lording it over other people. The reward of humility is more miracles in your lives. 300 years after the resurrection of the Lord, one of the Desert Fathers, Abbot Apollos, had a dream of the devil. He saw the devil talking to him. And you know how the devil looked? Like the person seated beside you. Yung katabi nyo ngayon, kamukha siya ng demonyong nakita ni Abbot Apollos. Magandang mukha, magandang damit, magandang buhok, perfect features. That is how the devil looked like. Except for one. when he looked down, the devil had no knees. From the waist to the heel was one straight piece of bone. The devil could not bend his legs. The devil has no knees. Because the devil will never kneel. Because the devil just only looks at the tip of his nose. And he cannot go farther than that. The devil does not have horns. The devil does not have a tail. The devil does not have fearsome teeth. The devil has no knees. Because devils cannot kneel. They won't kneel. They will never kneel. Because they are proud. Today at Easter Vigil, let us discover the power of humility. To be able to kneel with Thomas, to be able to kneel with Mary Magdalene, and to be able to say, "My Lord and my God." Why is this night special? Because this night is the miracle of all miracles. And how can we have those miracles again? By loving, by mercy, by humility. By humility, you will see many miracles in your life. By mercy to those who do not deserve mercy, you will see even greater miracles in your life. By loving even those who make life difficult for you, your tomb will remain empty and Alleluia will continue to be sung. Because as the Lord rises from the tomb, we will also rise from the dead. Let the miracle of Easter be our miracle too. By choosing to love, by choosing the path of mercy, by choosing the road of humility.